Welcome to Brewer Territory. Welcome to American Family Field. It's our first live show, Corey. It's opening day. The Brewers are 1-0. You're feeling great. Let's talk about it. 14 runs, 14-2 win for the Milwaukee Brewers. You were watching it at home. Let's start with the Miz.
Let's start with Miz, man.
I was going to say that was the story from today, but
yeah,
there was a lot of stories from today. They walked 10 times. They hit 2 homers. They scored 14 runs. But what did you think of watching the Miz on the opening day?
I mean, I liked what I saw. Obviously, first game jitters. Guy started his first opening day. That's a huge opportunity there. And hey, let's go Crew. Look, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Okay, he threw strikes. He was all over the place a couple times. There was a few innings though where he was locked in, and you can't complain when the guy's throwing 97, 100 miles an hour, and he's still making guys look silly up there. So I like the way he attacked. I think there was a couple instances right where he should have definitely pounded the zone a little more. But hey, I love the way he started the season there.
Well, yeah, you can't not. And as Tom B said, can't imagine a much better opening.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the literal opening where he gave up the leadoff homer to Majdroth, you probably can't envision a much better of an opening. Here's one part of the game that I wanted to talk to you about. It's the third inning. The Brewers are, I think they're 4-1 at the time. And it's teetering just a little bit. Like there's these moments that rookie year where we saw Miz start to lose it a little bit. He's got 2 guys on. He walked 1, gave up a really hard hit single. And Chris Hook comes up for a visit. And after that, that's the last that we saw of any Miz struggles today. So what do you make of that? Obviously, it's one game. It's one mound visit. But just maybe the growth that we saw in some areas with Miz today.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's tough to go through that, right? Knowing that you've got to lock in now. Okay, it's who cares about what happened there, and that was a huge little growth spurt for Miz right there. Look, knowing that you gave up a hard hit. So what? You walked a guy. So what? Lock in right here. Now it's crunch time, right? Now you got to make sure that you're ready to rock. So. That was a huge turning point right there, and it helped get him another 3 innings after that. I mean, 11 strikeouts on the day. Am I right about that?
11 strikeouts, 25 swings and misses. I think 16, or I think it was 19 swings and misses on the fastball, which I want to get to that as well here. So we were texting during the game, and one thing I said to you is like, it doesn't feel like he's super dominant. Like I've seen Miz dominant.
Yep.
And he's not just overpowering guys or making guys look completely foolish. So I don't know what you make of that, whether that's a positive sign or how you view that. But like he just went out and struck out 11 guys, went 5 innings, 1 run, and like it wasn't his greatest outing.
I mean, I agree. He's definitely had better outings, right? And it's one of those situations where he's going out there and he's still not his dominant self, and he's still getting guys out. This is what you want to see first game of the season from this guy. Get all the jitters out. He's sailing balls a couple different directions, and yet he was still getting some swings. I mean, Colson Montgomery had a couple. He took a fastball down the middle, and he still swung at the one above his head. So it happened a few times too, and I think I talked to you about the Hayes at bat. I want to say it was like the 4th inning where he just made him look stupid. It was an 0-1 slider in the left-hand batter's box, and he swung at it, and then he throws a fastball up, and that's where he gets the hit off of it up the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, you just keep pounding. Yeah, you got 102. I know you can do that, but you also have this banger of a slider, and I saw him throw the changeup a couple times. He had a couple backup sliders that are still, I mean, the cutter, 94? Is that what that was, the cutter? So,
slider, cutter, hybrid,
slider, slower slider, sweeper, whatever it is. I mean, I think you still pound that a couple more times on a couple of bats, and I mean, still 11 strikeouts, man. That was It was awesome. Good for Miz, dude.
Let us know what you thought of the opening day game, your big takeaways, how you watched it, what brews you may have had while watching it. Let us know in the comments. We'll shout those out.
Hey, house music for life right there. Ortiz was clutch.
Ortiz was clutch. And look, Nicholas says, gotta give Ortiz credit. Happy for him. Hope this is a sign of him for things to come. Yeah, let's talk Joey Ortiz. I mean, the Brewers did score 14 runs this game. Sorry, Corey. It ain't all about the pitchers.
I know. I mean, we held them to 1 run, but you still got to win the game. You still got to score more than 1.
Give the offense some credit here. No, it was – I do enjoy how kind of the moment of the game on offense was Joey Ortiz coming to bat with the bases loaded in the second inning. This is a guy, 31 plate appearances with the bases loaded last year. That's 1 every 5 games.
Yeah.
It's a franchise record. It's an insane amount of plate appearances for one guy with the bases loaded. And he did not hit well. He hit 167. He had 1 grand slam against the Mets. But other than that, it was like, he'd kind of just take these pitches down the middle or pop up. So that's sort of how baseball is. It comes back to you, and sure enough, like he didn't hit it hard.
60 miles an hour is what Rock said.
Yeah, he didn't hit it well. He put it in the right spot. So I guess that's sort of baseball coming back to you in there. But his at bats after that were excellent as well. Hit a ball to the wall. I thought it was gone off the bat, and then smacked RBI hit the other way. So
to the right side. That was the most impressive.
Yeah, that's an encouraging sign for sure. Again, 1 game, but it's a lot better than him swinging and missing at balls in the dirt with the bases loaded. So what did you think watching Joey today?
I loved it, man. Joey obviously still had his defense too, and it looked like the guy, Ortiz was clutch, man. It looked like the guy was just a lot more relaxed up there, especially after that. It was in his head, right? All what he did last year with the bases loaded and coming in, of course, hey, here we go, starting off the season, bases loaded, just like last year. And what does he do? That was a huge benefit for that guy. And I mean, it helped feel like fire up the team too, man. Everybody looked good.
They did. One guy who did not look good because he wasn't on the field. We got to talk about this. Bummer of the news on a very good day for the Brewers. Otherwise, Jackson Chourio is heading to the 10-day injured list with a fractured hand. That's tough. That's a tough blow. It's early in the year. The Brewers are estimating 2 to 4 weeks. That makes it, I guess, maybe less tough, but not a great situation there. Anyway, you shake it out where, he gets hurt in the WBC, he plays through it, and then it turns out actually there's a little bit of a hairline fracture. How do you see the Brewers making up for this? I
mean, look, we still got plenty of guys that showed up today too. I mean, Sal Frelick, dude, he's still a gamer. Garrett Mitchell, still a good look. He did his job, right? I think he walked and then got the sack bunt after that. So he's still up there doing his job, and he's still a solid player. And you still got David Hamilton. David Hamilton looked great today too, man. We can talk a little bit more about him. Hook 'em horns. Look, I think that there's going to be a lot of guys that need to come in and step up and be clutch. And look, it showed up today, man. I'm ready to see how it goes tomorrow. I think Lockridge came in. I didn't watch any of Lockridge's at bats, but obviously, look, there's a lot of guys that are going to have to step up now, especially, who knows how long it's going to be, but probably just say about a month. Let's make sure Chourio's fully healthy. And it's a lot of guys to come in.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation for him because, look, he wants to play in the WBC. The X-rays say it's not that bad, and then suddenly you get the MRI on it, and it's a hairline fracture. So that's probably not optimal if you're the Brewers or a Brewers fan. Maybe they, hindsight's 2020, especially on the medical side, could have gotten the imaging right away and figured out that. There's a fracture there. So also it's still a bit unclear if it was, maybe the fracture popped up from a check swing this week in the exhibition games, but it seems more likely than not that the hit by pitch is what hurt his hand. So, hey, but the Brewers are 15-0 the last 2 years with Jackson Chourio on the injured list. So,
okay. And so far, they're 1-0 in 2026.
What a weird game.
Yeah.
Weird sport that we watch. You talked about David Hamilton. Let's get to him. We got some more questions coming in. We'll try to get to all these, but did not see David Hamilton showing up with the bat day one either. Glove too. That play he made at third base, and he also did. There's a play he couldn't make because the runner was fast. A wide ranging play at short. That's the sort of play we've been talking about a little bit of, like, he can get to balls. That is not a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
That play at third base was impressive, kind of coming in on it, and that's his first start. That's his first big league start there.
I know. And I mean, barehanded play, that is not an easy play to have it right on the money too. And we were texting during that play, and I'm over here sending the text to you, and then boom, he makes that play.
He makes that play. Yeah,
how about David Hamilton, dude?
We're talking about his offense. He's such a Brewer.
Yeah,
this guy's such a Brewer.
He is.
You got to be kidding me.
The at-bats, I think the inning before that too, the at-bats he was putting. I mean, he was putting on some good wood too, fighting off, battling up there, and I think he took the walk too. The guy's impressive. I mean, yeah, it's obviously day one, game one, but I have seen this guy. I've seen him at UT. Mm-hmm. I've watched him plenty. I've seen. I mean, he was drafted by the Brewers and then traded around, and now he's back. Look, the Brewers saw something, and yeah, he's maturing a lot more. And the guy is a gamer. He's a Brewer, man. He's looking really good over there. I like it.
All I needed to see was the first at bat where he's in a hole and he's fighting pitches off. I was already ready to declare him a Brewer.
Yeah,
and then he draws a catcher's interference.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I've seen him. And then he takes a walk, and then he steals a base. Or it was an infield hit off the base.
Yep.
Hits the base, beats it out, steals a base, scores a run, draws a walk the next time, makes that play, almost hits a homer. So can't ask for a lot more from
what you saw
from David Hamilton. Oh, you absolutely like what you saw. And And how about Murph going with him against the righty?
Yeah.
It's not Rengifo. And I don't,
it surprised me. It did.
Yeah.
But Murph saw something in a man. And I don't think that's saying anything bad against Rengifo, but look, Murph saw something, and we're going to play Hamilton's name. Probably also knowing that we probably need to get some good speed on the base paths too, which we had a lot of that today. So
yeah, except for the one play where Bryce Turang tried stealing, and they got in his way,
It looked like Contreras. Did you? So, okay, I saw it from TV. Maybe chat, y'all saw it too, but it looked like Contreras almost gave him like a what's up in the box. And then I thought it was weird. Like, what's Contreras doing to him?
Oh, interesting.
It was 2-2 count. And then Turang runs, and then, it looks like a pitch out, and Turang is looking over at Contreras like, well, why didn't you swing? It looked like they were kind of.
So you thought a missed hit and run?
Yeah,
exactly. I thought the throw took the defender like not just like in the baseline, but like right where he was going to go, and he didn't. I don't know. I just thought it was a weird timing. It was an odd play.
It was
an odd play. Not a lot of those for the Brewers in this one, but let's get to an ad. One of our sponsors for today's show, SeatGeek.
This is it, Kratz. Opening weekend of the season, and if you're looking for tickets for an MLB game and they're either sold out or you're just a little bit lost and you need some help, SeatGeek is there for you. It's not just a spot where you buy the tickets, it's where you feel good about buying the tickets because they have your back with their features.
And you're going to get a good price. That's the deal that everybody's looking for. But especially early in the season up here in the Northeast, you kind of want to go to a day game where you're still going to be in the sun. It might shift during the summer, but hey, you know what? SeatGeek will let you know exactly where you're sitting and if it's a good spot to watch the game.
That's right. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. And of course, we have a code for you. You can use code Territory10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code Territory10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later.
All right, we got a question in chat. Keep if you got questions, you got comments, let us know. We'll shout you out on the air. Do you happen to have the upcoming probable pitchers for the remaining of the homestand? Why, yes, I do. I would not be very good at my job if I did not. They'll go Chad Patrick on Saturday. They will go Brandon Sproat on Sunday. They will go Kyle Harrison against the Rays in the opener, and then they'll go Brandon Woodruff, Big Woo, who Corey.
There we go.
I don't know if this is a thing. I'm about to write about this now. I haven't even posted about this yet. I was so busy. Big Woo got everyone belts. Everyone got a custom belt with their number and their flag, their nation's flag, kind of on the front.
Sweet.
And there was a note that came along with it, kind of like a season opening day gift for the boys. Where was this there when you were playing? Were opening day gifts customary?
I'm gonna need a belt, man.
Yeah, text your boy.
Actually, what I'm wearing right here.
Some beats.
All thanks to Yelly, opening day gift in 2018. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I love these things, man. They got the gold right here.
Yeah. If you're still using headphones from 18.
Oh man. I mean, you should see this computer. This thing is yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm assuming baseball belts.
Yeah, so a lot of the guys, the belts they were wearing today.
Sweet.
Not everyone. Contreras is still like wearing his shiny, swaggy belt because that's how he's
got his swag, man.
Yeah, no, not everyone's gonna wear it, but Big Woo did get those. So that is the rotation. The rotation coming up. We got another comment here from Nicholas. Deal Hall scared me for a bit, but it worked out in the end. They were up.
Yeah, hey,
they're up 13.
I'll tell you this, Nick. It's tough, man. I've pitched in plenty of games where you're up, by 10 runs, you're up by 7 runs, and it's tough. It is tough to pitch in those. It's even more tougher to it's more tougher. It's tougher to pitch.
There you go.
It's tougher to pitch in games where you're down by 10. It's both sides are hard to do. And yeah, I mean, you got a 3-2 count. I think I saw Hall throwing 3-2 count, and you're still throwing a curveball. I mean, yeah, look, you still got to make sure that you're getting the outs, but at the same time, you want to keep pounding. I know that when I was closing games and we were up by 3 or 4, I mean, I'm throwing fastballs, and then if you hit a solo homer, so what? I'm not really trying to break you off or really dial it in to get you out until someone gets on base, and it's like, all right, let's lock in. So, and he did the same thing, man.
Yes. Okay. We got a comment here from Michael. We haven't talked about Sal's homer off a left-hander, a sinker at his knees. This is when Sal talks about, I'm not trying to hit home runs. That's the pitch.
That's the pitch.
Like sometimes I'm like, Sal, I saw where you the contact point on that was. It was a 2-0 fastball. You were selling out. Don't lie to me.
He did it the next at bat too. It looked like the same exact pitch, and he did the same exact swing, and then he fouled it off to the left side, and then he banged his hat or his bat on his helmet. Like, God, don't do that. Not to do that.
I thought that some of Sal's at bats today, not even the homer, were some of the better at bats I've seen from him since the start of spring. Which then again goes to show you how much spring at bats matter. Yeah, but for a guy to take that many, he can foul off any pitch in the world, but for a guy to get to that 1-2 count, get to that 2-2 count, and spit at the fastball, at just above the letters, to work the deeper counts, to work the walks, that's the next level for him. And he had a couple of really, really not just pesky at bats. He's always had pesky at bats. Yeah, pesky at bats that end with I'm just not going to swing at your pitch when you make what you think is your pitch. So that was actually my biggest takeaway from Sal today was watching that. Oh, look, we've got
long time
wondering if Big Woo gifted me this tie, Corey. What you got on the opening day eye wash that I've got going on here?
Hey, is that a pink tie?
It's a pink tie. I was out the door wearing a blue tie, and my personal stylist, my wife, was like, grab the pink tie. It looks better.
Of course. I mean, Big Woo's got the girls. He's a girl dad as well. So
no. Big Woo did not give me this tie. This is in your boy's closet. I got that thing on, man. I got that dresser. I'll dress well once a day. Chris Hook asked me if it was he said it's opening day, not Easter.
It's close enough, man.
It's opening day, man. I didn't go full suit. But I did go with just enough eye wash.
Hey, Vassallo's going full suit every day, man.
Yeah, well, I think every team employee today wore a full suit, so you can quite easily figure out who those guys are. Okay, let's take one more break for our second ad of the day, and then let's wrap it up with more Miz talk, because Miz was the story of the today. I know what you're here to talk about, Corey. So, so real quick, let's cut to a break and we'll be right back. Don't you dare go.
Hey, have you hit the age where everything feels a little bit more difficult? The gym, yes, but everything, like energy crashes in the afternoon.
You know, you might have been reading about low T and you see your doctor about it, and they want to give you basically shots every week for the rest of your life. Oh, cool. That sounds fun. And then you dig deeper and you realize what you're signing up for, and it's $3,000 a year to shut down your body's natural production forever. That is brutal.
Mars Men gives you the same benefits of optimized testosterone, energy, strength, focus, without shutting your body down. No synthetics, no needles, no dependencies. It's like hitting the reset button on your hormone factory instead of shutting it down.
For a limited time, our listeners get 50% off for life, plus free shipping and 3 free gifts at mengotomars.com. That's mengotomars.com for 50% off and 3 free gifts when you check out. After you purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
All right, Corey, let's get to your pitchers.
All right.
Well, first off, let's get to a result that I want to see what your thoughts are. The Cubs losing to the Nationals today. Are you scoreboard watching on day one?
Honestly, I wasn't. I
Okay.
was watching my Brewers, and if I wasn't watching my Brewers, I was watching one of my 4 kids. So I wasn't scoreboard watching today.
Okay.
And I was also watching some golf. So we got the Texas
I know-
Children's.
That's right. You don't want them to be baseball or softball. That's good. That's good. Because I do have people in my life that were scoreboard watching day one, and like, do you, man? But I was going to say it's a little early. It's a little bit early for that, but I know you do like that result.
Love that.
Cubs getting stomped by the Nats at Wrigley on day one. All right. Miz.
Well, let's talk about Ashby too.
Look
at Ashby today, dude.
Sorry.
The guy was nasty. I mean, yeah, he didn't throw, 5 innings, 6 innings like Miz did, but it was impressive, man. I love watching the bullpen come in, and Ashby knows he's here to do his job, get his outs, and he looked good, man. Curveball was nasty. So
This
now we can
was
talk Miz.
no. I'll say this was Pat Murphy making sure Ashby gets those 125 innings come hell or high water. quote the manager. It was 8-1 in the 6th inning, and I was like,
I know.
yeah, we're so back. Ashby's just a bitch.
Exactly. Hey, you know what? He needs to get what he threw at the first exhibition game, right, on Monday.
Yeah,
So I mean, yeah.
he's like an appliance in your home. He's like your dryer, Corey. He needs regular service and maintenance.
Exactly. You got to keep him going.
Clean
and
the
good,
lint
man.
trap. Clean the lint trap and get him on the mound. It's unusual in that regard. But yeah, Miz. So, like, if we're talking about this guy taking the next step this year, what does he need to do? And what did you see today that shows you that maybe he can take that next step this year? And let us know your comments, by the way, on Miz's 2026 debut. We'll shout that out.
Well, from what I saw, man, look, he was lights out, dominant with no runners on. When he started getting some runners on, there's a couple times he tried to be too quick. I saw runners on first. He's trying to be too quick, and you saw Contreras plenty of times today. Hey, calm down. He had runners on first and second. Don't remember what inning it was, and he's 0-2 with 2 outs and throws a fastball almost to the backstop. Contreras jumps up, and you can see that Contreras goes immediately into calm down, and Miz just starts laughing on the mound. And so that's what I want. I want to see, like, obviously he's excited. He knows, this team has no way of beating him today. I want to see him stay locked in, especially with runners on base. Look, calm down. Don't try and be too quick. Also know that, you still throw 100 miles an hour, and Contreras is very quick back there. You don't have to be that much faster. No one's going to take a bag on you. So I think that's the only step right now that he needs to take. And obviously, keep the pitch count down. He threw a lot of balls today. Not a lot of foul balls, really. I mean, it was a lot more swings and misses than anything.
Yeah,
So
a lot of foul balls. Yeah.
those are the only 2 things I saw.
So you're talking about just some of the demeanor, some of the mental makeup on the mound. And I thought I saw something today that stood out to me was when the things were starting to go I think he had a runner on. Maybe the command was going away a little bit, and he got 0-2 on a hitter. Maybe Pereira. I can't remember exactly who it was. I think it was a righty, and a righty was granted a very late time, and Miz showed his clear disappointment, frustration with the ump for granting the time to the hitter. Like he likes to do that, right? Where you okay, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to stalk you, I'm going to wait, and he wasn't happy that they granted time, and he showed it. Like he was, gesturing a little bit, and then they might have fouled one off, and then the next pitch, right back makes the pitch he wants to, strikes him out. That's a little thing. It's a little thing, but those are the small little poise elements that he needs, and the Brewers need to go where they want to go this year, because this is not the most talented team in Major League Baseball. But it's those little things, right? Like you're pointing about, like Contreras working with him behind the plate.
Yeah.
Getting a catcher's interference, taking your walk, Sal Frelick not chasing. Just these little things that, if you want to know how it should look for the Brewers, it's not slugging 5 homers. That'd be great, but that's not how it needs to look, because they're not going to do that.
Exactly.
That's how it has to look, where every little detail of the game, the guys on the field are managing it pretty well, and obviously in the dugout has it under control too.
Yeah, I agree. I like it. I mean, Miz did a great job of, what he had in there, the frustration, and throwing it out. That was awesome. Yeah, I will say Contreras, the first, I don't think it was the first inning, might have been the second inning when we scored 3 from Contreras. Yeah, that was I was also confused on their pitcher why he did that. Contreras was way late on the fastball, and then he throws him a changeup right down the middle and gets that. But it's
a good changeup.
Exactly.
Good hitting. Yeah,
great
better
hitting right there, man.
Well, okay, so that's a question. Does good hitting beat good pitching, or does good pitching beat good hitting? There it was good hitting. And
your good hitting. Yeah, I mean, good pitching is going to beat good hitting majority of the time, right? Results show that we're going to win at least 7% of the time, or 7 times out of 10. But I mean, Contreras. Oh, there it is, right there. They speak of what I'm talking about.
Big sigh of relief from Miz after that 3-run double. I didn't see that. So I like hearing about what the camera shows, because it's hard for me to watch the game from that angle.
I didn't see that.
So I like hearing that. And then Michael, let's get one more shout out in here before we close this out. Grant Anderson, 7-pitch inning, quick and easy. It's exactly what you want when you are a baseball writer trying to record a live show after opening day.
Also, as a hitter, if you're in the field or a position player at that time,
get me back in there.
Exactly. Yes. And you're up by that much to just, let's get this game rolling, quick innings, let's get out of here. And that's what every pitcher wants too. So,
all right, Corey, 1 down, 161 of these. Well, not 161 live streams. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think our marriages would handle that very well, but as fun as it would be, we'll be on here though doing some live streams after big games, or might be spur of the moment, but who knows? Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll catch you down the road. We got 161 to go.
Go Brewers.